simple but beautiful fingerpicking pattern. That's what we're learning today. I'm Thomas Michaud. Welcome to day 3 of our 5-day Spanish guitar challenge. And if you haven't seen days 1 and 2 yet, I encourage you to go start there because this is building. And this is what we're going to add. The links are in the description. We'll build from this foundation along with 3 chords, a rhythm pattern, and now a fingerpicking pattern. This pattern uses 4 fingers, and I know it might sound complicated, but I'm going to break it down step by step. Even if you've never done fingerpicking before, you'll have this by the end of the video. And here's what I really like about this pattern. It doesn't require speed or strength. It's all about just timing and touch, and your hands will do just fine. Let me show you. This pattern uses your thumb and the 3 fingers on your right hand, the index, middle, and ring finger. The thumb is going to play the bass note every time, and the other 3 fingers are going to play the top 3 strings of the guitar. I'm going to number them 1, 2, and 3, starting from the thinnest string. So I can say 4, 3, 2, 1. That means you're playing the 4th string with your thumb and 3, 2, 1 with these 3 fingers. So let's go ahead and place the fingers to start. Go ahead and put your thumb on the 4th string of the guitar. I got it. And your index finger on the 3rd string. The 2nd string is your middle finger. And then you get your ring finger on the 1st string. And again, the 1st string is the thinnest string. Now, we call this planting. That means you put your fingers on the strings and they're ready to go. Go ahead and mute your strings with your left hand. And now go ahead and press the 4th string with your thumb. That would be the bass note. Now you're going to pull the 1st finger, the index finger, into your palm, 2nd finger, and ring finger. I should say index, middle, and ring, right? Now, that's the basic pattern every time. The thumb is going to change notes depending on what the bass is. Let's start with the first chord. That's the D minor chord. Form the D minor chord in your left hand. Plant your right hand, right? We talked about planting. Thumb goes on the 4th string, your index on the 3rd, middle on the 2nd, and yes, your ring on the 1st string. You guessed it. Now, keep your hand relaxed. Thumb goes down, index into your palm, middle. No, I jumped the gun. Ring finger. That's what it should sound like. Slowly, it would sound like this. Now stop, shake out your hands for a minute. Let's do it again, together. Form your D minor chord, plant your right hand, thumb on the 4th finger, and so on. And here we go, together. I'll count 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the names of the strings. Ready, go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out your right hand just for a sec. Let's do it again. Plant, go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. You got this. Try not to yank your hand out. That'll make it so it's harder to get back to where you should be. Just bring your fingers into your palm, but your hand stays relaxed and pretty much where it is. Don't stress over it, moves a little bit. You're doing so well. Let's go ahead and try it with the next chord. This will be that C add 9 chord, and I'll finger it like this. 1st finger on the 4th string, 5th string, 3rd fret, and I've got my ring finger, is that the ring finger? Yes, on the 2nd string of the 3rd fret. Plant your hand, and the thumb is going to be on the 5th string this time. That's the bass note. It's actually a C, in case you're wondering. Your other fingers go on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd string just like before, and that's not going to change. I'll call out the numbers, but now it's going to be 5, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Go. Start with 5. Now goes 3, 2, and 1. Oh, that's a pretty sound. Again, you got it. Let's do it. Plan. Start with 5. Go. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Now, remember what we talked about in the previous video. You're going to switch between chords when you're going from D minor to C, and you're going to leave your ring finger right where it is. That's the anchor. And you're going to move the index and the middle fingers over to the C add 9. So let's see how we do. We're going to go D minor 2 times, and then we're going to go C add 9 2 times. I'm going to pause just slightly, and you're going to practice a little bit to kind of even that out so you don't have to pause. Start with the D minor. Here we go. Plant, remember? 4th string for the thumb this time. Ready, hit it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant, we'll do it again. Go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now move over to the C add 9 and move your thumb to the 5th string. Plant everything where it was except the thumb 5th string. Here we go. Thumb 5, 3, 2, 1. And again 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, I know that's not necessarily perfect yet, but that's okay. We're just kind of walking through the steps right now, and I think you're ready to go on to the G minor 6 chord. Let's say it again. G minor 6. So let's go from that C add 9 chord. This is where we are. Now we're going to move that middle finger next to the ring finger, and the index finger comes over to the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Right? So the movement's like this, and these two kind of switch places, and that moves over next to the ring finger. Now, you're going to plant your right hand. Do this with me. Come on. Thumb goes on the 6th string this time, and the other fingers where they always go, on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings. Got it? Here we go. 6, 3, 2, 1. Play it. 6, 3, 2, and 1. Kind of exotic. Again. 6, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, let me stop for just a second and acknowledge you're doing it. Can you hear? That's starting to sound pretty good. I want to mention something a lot of you watching this might be thinking that maybe you've started too late. But the majority of students that I teach are actually in their 60s and 70s. This absolutely works for any age. If you don't mind, leave me a comment with your age in the comment section. I love when people see the ranges of ages that are learning this, and I want to encourage everyone. The link to day 4 is in the description. That's the big one. We put everything together, and it's going to be your first Spanish guitar song. If you're watching this during the challenge, subscribe so I can make sure you get it in your inbox. All right, let's keep going. We've got a little more to go. So we already talked about transitioning between the D minor and the C add 9. Now, when you're transitioning to the G minor 6 chord, you're going to leave that ring finger exactly where it was before, same place, and move your index finger over to the 3rd fret of the 6th string and your middle finger down right next to it on the 3rd fret of the 3rd string. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, and you might want to just practice that motion a little bit. And then practice it with the finger picking pattern. So let's just try that one transition together. We're going to go from C add 9 2 times, 2 finger picking patterns, and then do the G minor 6 2 times. And I'll call out 5, 3, 2, 1 to start. Ready? Hit it. 5, 3, 2, and 1. And again, 5, 3, 2, 1. Now transition your left hand, move the fingers around, index is on the 6th string, 3rd fret. Now plant your right hand, thumb goes on the 6th string now. Here we go. I'll call it out, 6, 3, 2, 1. Go. 6, 3, 2, and 1. Again, plant, 6, 3, 2, 1. Now to practice this, you want to go slow. And that's what I was trying to do, is show you going slow. Even though you pause between the transitions, it's going to speed up over time. But what you want to do is stay relaxed and try to get reasonably accurate. The key here is not to develop a pattern of being tense in your hands that you kind of have to undo later. So let's talk a little about practice and some things that could go off that you might need some fixes. First off, just practice the pattern. Mute the strings in your left hand and just put your thumb on one of the strings and then practice going even like I'm doing here. See that? 4, 3, 2, 1. And that might be too fast. Start slower. Start as slow as you need to go. You just build up speed little by little, trying to stay relaxed while you do it. If you feel tension, stop, shake out your hand, and then come back to it. Just a second or two sometimes will just break the tension and you don't keep developing the habit. Then practice with the chords. So now I would practice with the D minor chord. you might want to stop once in a while and kind of shift things around to get a little cleaner sound. When you're done practicing each of the chords, go ahead and practice changing, and that's where the real magic is. So just like we just did, practice first changing with your left hand, and then practice with the finger-picking pattern. And go, again, as slow as you need to go to get it reasonably right. You don't want to go fast, practice it wrong over and over and over. That's something you'll just have to undo later. If you find you're missing strings, slow down and make sure you stop and plant and then go. Yes, it sounds like an interruption in the pattern at first, but little by little, you undo the plant. In other words, you plant and pick, and little by little, you go right to the strings and then start picking. But the progression works better than keep missing and keep instilling that habit of missing the strings. So if the pattern falls apart while you're trying to add the chords, stop for a minute and just go back and practice the pattern a little bit with no chords, just the strings, muted. And if you find you're losing your place as you're finger picking, try counting like I did. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 3, depending on what bass note you're working with. To wrap this up, I want to play the pattern one more time with you, and you and me are going to practice together. Go ahead and make your D minor chord, and don't worry about how good or bad you get it. This is kind of like a walkthrough. Here we go. Plant your right hand, 4th string this time. I'll call out 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is a model for you to practice. Ready? Go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. Plant. 4, 3, 2, 1. Onto the C chord. Plant 5th string. Go. 5, 3, 2, 1. And again. 5, 3, 2, 1. And now the 6th string. Got your G minor 6. Here we go. Hit it. 6, 3, 2, 1. Again, 6, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's stop there. Go ahead and practice it for 5 minutes today, and you'll see it'll start becoming more automatic. In the next lesson, we'll put everything together. You're doing it. Keep it up. You're going to sound like a pro before you know it. Okay, this is a moment where at least some students say, I'm starting to feel like a guitar player. You've got the rhythm, the chords, and now a finger-picking pattern. In day 4, we're going to put all 3 pieces together into a complete song. This is what you've been building towards. The link's in the description below, and if you're watching during the challenge, I'll see you in the notifications. Otherwise, I'll see you over there. Bye for now. Great work.